And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Richmond. Black 22. Black 22.
On first down, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On second down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation. But didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Stiff-armed him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
To throw on second is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go?
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Christian Covington in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They'll go with a back for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Let's go. Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here we go. Spread right, 72.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tiger. Down. Green the line.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. I thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Watson, flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Come back, come back.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
They begin with a run by Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Move. 11B, 11B. Lucy.
Bortles to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Lucy.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On first down, Bortles escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 more on that one and another first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. The pitch to Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They'll run for it with Fournette. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Miller. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create enough?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
372. Move.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Sharks got it left side, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
372. Move. 372. 372.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hank, move.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Bortles now on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Bortles to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Now it's Ellington to return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Watson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride onto.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
11B, 11B.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Richmond.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
To throw on 3rd down. Watson flushed out right. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 1st down, it's Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shift their guys free.
You're right there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception